Love, golden light, and pure emptiness to you and your loved ones. Alright, so seems like a lot of people are having tough times, and this is what people have been talking about, including me, for a long time. It's because we are in this highly charged part of the galaxy, and we're purifying ourselves of karma, um, and so all this stuff is coming up, and that's a good thing. Can't heal it until you feel it. So when you feel bad, that's good. It's on its way out. Don't just so the last thing you want to do is resist it and push it back down because it's on its way out. Um, yeah, my point here is that nothing is a big deal. Um, Nothing is a big deal. It's not even real. So we think of this waking life as real, and everything else that we don't see is fake and imagined, and that's so not true. Everything is real. Just because it's material doesn't make it more real. Um, One example I'll give is the dream world. Ancient cultures consider the dream world just as real as this world, and in fact, there's proof that the dream world is actually more real than this waking life material world because it is more aware. Think about it. When you're awake in the daytime, you're not aware of your subconscious, um, like your repressed fears and anger and sexual issues. Because how come when you go to sleep and you dream, suddenly you'll dream about running from some animal or running from some human that's trying to shoot you or something. When in the waking life you feel like you're totally fine, but then you actually have all of these fears that are just repressed. So the dream world is more aware of who you really are. And that's just a fact, right? Because it's harnessing, it's it's accessing more of your subconscious and more of your true full awareness. How come people have sex with relatives, like have sex with their sister or their mom or their dad, when in waking life they will repress that sort of a thing, even deny that it even is possible? And they'll think, oh, they'll push it to the back of their head like that's gross, but there it is, and very plain as day, to just coin a term, but when you're dreaming, you are have these repressed sexual things going on and issues that are playing out in the dream world. And so that it is more of who you, it's expressing more of who you really are. Um, so my point, once again, the reason why it's nothing is a big deal is because everything that we are worrying about and afraid of and angry at is just your ego mind. The reptilian brain, fear, uh, fornicating, or the other word, um, fighting, and what's the other one? Feeding. So, and then the mammalian brain, which is just an advanced version of the reptilian brain, it uses pleasure and pain to remember what to do and what not to do. And so, as kind of disheartening maybe this is to hear, all of our drives are no better than a reptile, a lizard, or a fish. Have sex with this because I want to keep my I want to keep my genes alive. eat this because I want to keep my body alive. Fight this if I feel threatened or angry at it. Same thing. Run away from this because I'm afraid of it. That boils down human existence, basically, right? And the media backs that up big time and uses that against us with sex on TV and movies and stuff, fear in the news and movies, even like blockbusters. They use a lot of shocking, fearful things, which we consider entertainment, but it's actually shocking our system and fortifying these patterns of fear inside of us. So, and that's why meditation is important and other practices. Okay, so that's kind of the slightly downer news, but the good news is none of this matters. And we all know that we're going to die one day, yet we repress that. We know that our friends are going to die, our kids might die. It's just normal life. It's just normal. It's obvious. It's logical. So if we think we're so logical, how come we deny these obvious things? In other words, we're not really that logical because we repress all of this stuff that's really going on. Back to the awareness. We're not really aware, like the dream state of our subconscious, or meditating so that you become more aware of these traumas or things that you're repressing. Okay, solutions. Okay, you can do my ascension program, and especially rubbing the Kundalini chakra, but you should do the ascension program because it works your way to that, to get rid of fear and fear of death. And then you could rub the sacral and the solar plexus. The other one is focus your intention on your feet and your lower legs and your knees, and just always be putting your intention there, and that will help you to be grounded and improve your Kundalini, which deals with fear of death, fear of being broke, money, and will help all of that. The other thing to do is imagine the Kundalini symbol. You'll just have to look that up, but it looks like a circle with 4 lotus petals, with a square in that, and then a triangle in that. And but more than anything, imagine a circle with the 4 petals or rays coming out, and a triangle, and then you can, there's like a little, you can imagine an Om in there, or a little snake or something for the Kundalini, but that's later for rising your Kundalini, which we don't need to worry about. Just focus on that and put it between, in the bottom, like by your sacrum, by the bottom of your spine, like in between your butt hole and your sexual organs, like the perineum area, and just imagine that there. And if it should spin to the right, at least for me it spins to the right when it activates. And of course, like I said, meditate. And the other thing is just don't listen to society and don't listen to other people, because the average person is listening to society and just regurgitating what society is giving them. Listen to that divine voice within you. Listen to your heart. Listen to your body. And this takes work. Do pranayama, which is breath exercises. Do meditation, purification exercises, eat right, etc., etc., So if you keep doing these things, you will start purifying your mind, and you will start to get out of this whole mind control of the media and fear and worrying about you dying and getting injured and getting sick. Like Buddha talks about, the world is suffering. That's just something that needs to be accepted, and this is a fact. So that's the thing that's crazy. It's like what I'm saying is a fact, yet we all avoid it. And your life will improve, and you'll get in tune with that God within you more. Um, the only last other thing you could do is connect to Mother Earth through the Kundalini. You could connect to the top from the galactic center or the cosmos of the universe too, and just work with those energies, especially with Mother Earth, of course, and talk to Mother Earth, connect with Mother Earth, which I've said before. That's it, okay, guys? So you can't, insanity is doing the same things and expecting different results. If you're not feeling good, if you're not feeling, if a lot of issues are coming up, karma's coming up, you got to do something about it. And you got to do things to clear it out of you, physically, mentally, spiritually. And if you've just been in a rut for a long time, well, you have to change your routine. You got to do stuff that's different. So there you go, you know. And then we have the election coming up, and then people talking about all kinds of cataclysms, and the economy is gonna tank. It's time to prepare for these things mentally, spiritually, physically, so that you'll be ready if anything happens. You won't be phased too much. We can't be so phased, we can't be so affected by the world outside of us. All that matters is that world within us. You're not a body, you're not going to die ever. You're just going to become a spirit, like, which is what you always were. So it's not a big deal, no matter what happens. No matter if you die, no matter if everyone you know dies. It's not a big deal in the big picture, but we're just stuck in our brain and forgot about that. So zoom out and remember that we are all divine beings co-creating reality collectively. Okay? Golden light, love, and pure emptiness to you and your loved ones. Thank you. Bye.